Okay, so hopefully this works well. Yeah, there we go. I had to change a couple of things.
For 10,000 years, the Emperor's Inquisition have fought a secret war to defend humanity. We keep vigil in the darkness. We hunt among the shadows. We pass judgment upon the mutant, the traitor, and the heretic. We purge the world of the taint lurking among the stars. We are Inquisitors. We shall fear nothing. For we are what you fear.
I think I'm gonna reposition my model too. Okay. Let's move. Let's move me. I think something like right here probably is good. I might have to move it again in a second. I noticed that was over like the health bar and everything last time, so hope everyone's having a wonderful day. All right, we're back at the base after everything. Oh yeah, we can do our level up stuff that we got from yesterday. Psychic combat, health and defense. I feel like health is pretty good. Max suppression, max HP. Heat resistance, physical resistance is pretty good. I feel like we don't take a ton of physical damage though as a ranged. Melee combat we can probably overlook. Maybe stuns are cool. Matter displacement is armor breaking. Vulnerability mastery. I feel like our best stuff is probably going to be psychic combat still. We weren't taking a ton of damage. We can always change that later. Critical hit chance. Looks like we can only go one way or the other. We did know, or we did find out that you do get like people on your squad besides just other players and stuff that are throughout each level. Like you start with a small team, so maybe the allied would be better. I feel like critical hit chance goes crazy. Cover damage, HP gain on hit. I'm gonna go ahead and do critical, dismantle, and we're gonna get health stimulus next after that and see how that goes. Heroic deeds, we were still very early on, so it might be a minute before we really break any of those out. We have a ton of gear. We got some armor. Range damage reduced, more movement speed, reflect chance is crazy. Damage on slowed, shock, and stunned. I mean, the bonus loot is pretty good. Gain on hit is crazy. Level 6, damage reduction. I low-key think that this is probably the better. 20% experience gained. Alright, what do we have here? No enemy within a certain range. That's reflect damage. I don't know if we have a Fleshbane skill, but that's just probably me drawing a blank. I think we're gonna go with that. Discarded items can't be recovered. Or damage bonus and loot quality. Okay, we're definitely using that. Kind of just winging it on a lot of this. I don't know enough about this yet. I still haven't Googled anything. I think that's just inherently better. Shockwave, psychic power. Bonus loot. Poison on physical. I mean, that's gotta be... How is that not better? Per second in cover. I don't know how much we're gonna really use that. That's obviously an improvement. On the sword, we have 17 damage, 1% dodge. It seems way better. I mean, we have these guns too. This thing seems sweet, but it replaces the warp rod, so we got to choose one of these two. I think the raw damage bonus and then efficiency is probably better. Adds an extra skill slot for the psychic powers instead of your belt equipments. More max HP. Reflect damage, but we lose reflect chance. I mean, that's probably better. think we're gonna swap this out for that. I like the frag grenades a lot. Seems kind of like a staple in our stuff, so you can probably make a second set, but I'm not even gonna get around to all that right now. Store. Can I sell the stuff I don't want? Right click to sell. Sell. We're just gonna go. We're running through it. Hopefully I'm not getting rid of anything too important here. So early in the game, I don't think it would really matter anyway, right? What does she have for sale? We're just not a high enough level for that. Shotgun crit. A chance. HP gain on kill. It seems really good. It's also 4,200 credits, so what does this person do?
You have called for me, Inquisitor, and I am here to serve.
From now on, I will need you on the bridge, Astropath. Connect to your fellow Astropaths in the choir of the Caligari Conclave.
Hello.
And pass me the messages which deal with priority assignments.
I loved your stream earlier, Alter.
You wish, Inquisitor.
You pulled some cool cards. I don't know what anything's worth, in all honesty, but some of them look pretty good. I don't even know if things have values assigned to them yet. It's probably one of those things you sit on for a while. But they're just cool to have in general. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna fix some of the audio stuff here. So we have music is gonna go down to like 50. I'm gonna drop the rest of the stuff down to like 80. Put that at like 90. Okay. Stop, resume. Tweak this a little bit. That should be a bit better. Hopefully. Psychic powers. Psyker is a special class who can add psychic powers to customize his weapons. Every Psyker weapon, force staffs, force rod, force sword, etc. has different amount of empty power customization slots which you can design from the unlocked psychic powers as per your preference. You can set up a priority order between your psychic powers for both weapon sets. If your build has an empty skill slot, the system will automatically fill the usable slot with psychic powers in the order you set them up here in the priority panel. For example, force staffs give you the best way to use the most psychic powers in the same time because it has 3 power slots. If you want to use extra psychic powers in addition to weapons, you can do it with the psychic focus item. Okay, so that changes out whatever our utility belt thing was, which in my case is grenades, mines, etc. I assume it's probably a blend for most of the other classes as well. Maybe some have different ones, I don't know yet. For a power slot, similar to the way that warp-bound armors, which also give you an extra slot. Okay. There's a lot of psychic power you can use in following categories: biomancy, pyromancy, divination, telekinesis. Every category has different nature of powers. Some of them give you temporary buffs and others have malefic effect on enemies. Every psychic power can be customized or strengthened with power masteries. You will unlock psychic powers as you leveling up. I feel like the writers for this stuff, like, you will unlock new psychic powers as you leveling up. Psychic, like a weird. Here you can see the actual skill set which you are going to use with the selected weapon set during missions. Okay. So this is really all I have anyway. It's just my second armor set. Okay. Bio lightning. Piercing, shocking, path. Multiple targets, stop by obstacles, counts as AoE. It does a slow effect. Only affects targets suppressed. Long rectangle shaped area in front of the caster. You can boost or enchant your psychic powers with specific masteries. The yellow and purple colored masteries can be learned from skill points on the Psyker's specific skill trees. Note that not all masteries can be used for every psychic power. Check the description to gain knowledge. New mastery slots will unlock as you leveling up. Crit damage. That seems pretty good. Gained his shield charge, is pretty cool. Cooldown reduction. That's insane, okay. So can I... I mean, it seems really good. Doesn't really, like, tell me. Thank you for the subscription, Johnny Escobar. Appreciate you. They are very pretty. I just want the art mostly, but I'm gonna be lurking tonight. Gotta sleep. Hey, absolutely. Absolutely. Get your rest. It's important. Okay. I mean, I think we're probably pretty good here. I don't entirely know everything that's going on. It's just leaderboard. It's an inbox. I don't have any mail. We've really only just gotten through the tutorial. What is going on here? While not truly capable of meaningful combat, the grotesque duality and the appearance of these creatures can be a valuable psychological tool for interrogation. Wrathful cherubim are also programmed to assist during battlefield surgeries. Am I allowed to have any of these? Oh, that's so cool, dude. He's smoking like the cigar from Metal Gear Solid. Just straight up, it's like a suppressor cigar. That's crazy. He tosses it up. That's so funny. Am I allowed to assign a companion? Is that something that I can do? Is it only certain classes?
Who are you, Thorn? You and your mysterious storm watchers? We will make you whole again. I have questions for you.
Okay. I mean, I feel like... Skull. I think that one looks the coolest. Oh, I don't have them. Got it. Commendations. Okay, I don't have any, so whatever. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Kind of a long intro for everything, but let me know how the volume is, if it's kind of loud in comparison to the game itself. I tried to level it out, but I kind of We scuffed a little. I assume we go here, right?
This is Meta-Surgeon Agrippa 723 Theta speaking. How can I assist you, Inquisitor?
Drop that down a bit. Maybe we'll throw that, like, I don't even know where. Right above that stuff, probably, huh? Alright. This hospital fortress employs a legion of trained doctors and med servitors. It is not an ordinary infirmary, but a facility dedicated to the treatment of Inquisitors and also a secret research station. The fortress is equipped with equipment blessed by the machine god, and a separate ward deals with Inquisitors who want to undergo some genetic modifications and are willing to pay the price. I have a space marine on my ship with grievous injuries. I need Magos biologists immediately.
Your request cannot be granted. I suggest that you seek medical assistance elsewhere.
I'm on a special assignment from the Calgary Conclave. I must insist, Genitor. Do not make me ask twice.
To clarify. The Magos Biologus with the required skill set is unavailable. Current status. Assigned to priority level research for atonement and gathering of sacred data.
Very good. Where can I find him?
Our brethren have been studying an epidemic on the St. Abelard relay station. We lost contact with the station recently.
Thank you for your cooperation. Okay. Don't necessarily need to... Oh, that's just showing details on things. Cool, cool. One of the big commercial hubs of the subsector, this heavily fortified void station has a secluded monastery pylon, which serves as the very important astropath relay station, transmitting messages, encrypted manifestos, and highly confidential code psalms to the various star systems in the subsector. No other information. Starts with the briefing where you can learn important details. The left column displays the layout of the mission area as well as some visualizations on the enemies and the terrain type. The main panel starts with the technical information such as mission type, difficulty modifiers, then Earther's Terra, and lastly the reward prospects. The number in the upper right corner is the mission challenge rating, which is compared to your level, thus determining the modifiers you will receive for the duration of the mission. You can also enhance the missions, except investigations and warzone missions, up to 3 Uther's Tarot cards to gain extra rewards, but it also makes them more challenging. You can read about this topic at Uther's Tarot entry. Lastly, the mission briefing block contains the background information about the mission itself and the combat objectives. Pay special attention to the latter before starting the mission. Noted. I have arrived at the St. Abelard Astropathic Relay Station to find Metrodora Thelema, a skilled Magos biologist conducting important research into a recent outbreak of a mysterious epidemic. The Void Station is, however, in lockdown and all communication channels are cut off. We are detecting a strong chaos presence. I'm entering the station to find the fate of Magos biologists.
Inquisitor, the epidemic that spread through the relay station was just the prelude to a full-scale chaos infestation. The Void Station is in total lockdown until the decontamination teams and the Imperial Guard troops arrive, and that could take time.
Why wait? Maybe corruption has spread too far. Maybe the only solution is to expurgate this place with scorching energies. Shall I?
Do you really believe that the Magos Biologus you seek is there, alive?
There are still people on the station. Metrodora Thelema is a sacred priest of the Omnissiah. I believe she can take care of herself. There are still people on the station.
Okay. respect to this a lot. I know I'm very, very early into it. One sec, let me move chat box. Chat box is being broken. Taking insane damage for no reason. Probably something like that. Oh, they were waste. Looks like there's more over here. We got going on here?
Fight fire with fire.
I'm not really sure what that glowing thing above me is. Is it some kind of buff? Is it just to note where I'm located on the screen for me, along with the player circle? Okay, I'm gonna supply crate. What do we got in here? Just a couple of grenades, it seems. The art style is really cool. I like how the chaos stuff looks in here. Very Nurgle-esque.
Inquisitor,
Nothing I can do
if you
there.
don't mind me asking, why are you so sure this Caius Thorn could help your investigation?
He is a spaceman, a legendary defender of the Imperium. It makes him the most important member of Kostheim's retinue. Even if their relationship was as strained as it seems, he must have been very close to the Lord Inquisitor, and he could have knowledge of important details.
Medical supply. Ooh. No, I'm stuck. Crazy. I do like that cover feature. If I wasn't playing such a mobile class. But on a higher difficulty, it's probably a lot more sensible. Can't interact right with the, or interact with the cogitator there. Any secret stuff? So we got a little bit of secret stuff here. Warpbound armor drop, that's probably pretty good. Got some boss. That's a lot of damage.
Off with you!
I don't necessarily need that, but I could take the ammo down here. Very good. This game is probably so fun with friends.
Now, talk.
Is that it? Okay, cool, cool. Do I go up? This seems to be the right way.
Who are you to stand against me?
That's cool that it knocks stuff off the walls, man. The servitor fell. Is it shift? Yeah, shift. Stand in place.
Inquisitor, I have completed the task you gave me. There is no trace of the martyr anywhere in the logbooks of my ship. This ship is ancient and has traveled everywhere in the sector, and still, nothing.
I suspected that much. It was worth a try.
I wish I had the treasured logbook of my rogue trader clan. It has been in the possession of my family since my ancestor received the warrant of trade.
What happened?
It has disappeared when the Inquisitorial Purge destroyed the clan headquarters.
It is indeed quite unfortunate, Captain.
Is that a chest? It is a chest. Stick. It looks like there's some kind of book thing back here. Yeah, maybe I should explore more first.
There was a protective hex on the chest. I must defeat the summoned creature. Another demon guilty. Time to reap the reward.
Okay. Anything super sweet? 48 damage. Seems just better. Oh. Still, it seems better. If you're in hit, special gain on kill. Plus 80 this is yeah. Like experience gained is probably the most OP thing, but I'm not necessarily worried about it. I think I'm gonna go back and grab that book thing. I feel like this is the next part of the mission. Alright. Grade Primus clearance only. Last defensive parameter collapsed. Loss of the base is imminent. Lord Commissar Baron has fallen. I took command of the remaining forces in the Librarium as the ranking officer. The Astropath Quarter is confirmed as lost. I ordered Bravo Squad to retreat with the survivors, but their chances, considering the hostile activity in the Void Dock, are minimal. As of this moment, Tempestus Garrison St. Abelard has ceased to function as a fighting entity. I shall follow the standard Exodus protocol. The Emperor protects. The Engine Seer finally managed to identify the source of the initial chaos. An invasive scrap code debilitated the machine spirit, cut our communication, and destroyed the primary data vault. The secondary data vault is partially salvageable. The Tech Priest managed to online firewall litany before total data loss. His words. According to Lord Commissar Baron, the primary objective of the attack was very specific: to capture the St. Abelard Astropath Choir and block the Chernobog telepathic duct. Is there a connection to recent outbreaks? Such elaborate tools and coordination are way beyond the capabilities of simple heretic cells. This attack may be part of a greater operation. Further investigation is advised. Okay, okay. Cogitators are not interactable with. Not, you can't interact with them. Double. This little buff thing is that's wrapped around me is insane. I skipped over the
Inquisitor,
medicum in
our
the...
Arga readings have suddenly spiked to alarming levels. You've reached the center of the Chaos infestation. Stay alert.
Sure. Break everything I goes, right? That's good. Didn't even realize that was a function. Was that a trap?
I will rip your mind.
You're in the archives, Inquisitor. Try to find a cogitator that can grant you access to the data vaults.
I need to stand on this, or is this bad? That's bad. I think it's chasing me.
This is the central cogitator of the station. If this Magus biologist tried to send a report to her superiors, it must be logged here. This is the central cogitator of the station.
Corrupted file. Autocryptaestheticon transcript? Long story short, praise to the Omnisci.
I missed the
Huh? Now what though? Mission complete. Oh, okay, quit. Telecine Dome creates a 6-meter radius force dome that moves with the caster. Allies under the dome have 30% increase supreme damage reduction against ranged attacks. This bonus does not apply against attackers inside of the dome. Pistol, passive skill point, okay. Assign the points. HP gain on hit. Before we start selling stuff, maybe we should take a look at it, huh? What's that too? We're just gonna move that down. So don't accidentally get rid of it. I think we're happy with that. Go ahead and sell all of this. That's multiplayer. Psychic powers. Is there a way for me to see what I had going on here? Fiery form. Better base damage. More movement speed. Increase the power's duration. Increase its effectiveness or increase the movement speed? I feel like it's probably better. Warp speed. Endurance. These are just double buffs, huh? We're just buffed up. Movement speed on it. Is that one? Yeah, I think we're good with this. Little buffs. We got power effective and power effectiveness. Okay. Need to talk to you for any specific reason? No. Nothing else going on here. Search for 3 possible locations that we got to look at. Star map special locations. Some locations in the star map offer special missions, trading possibilities, and unique encounters. When you travel through the Caligari sector, you will find special locations that spawn unique missions, trading options, and NPCs. After you've reached level 8, you should check back to Merciful Agony MCX 11. Oh, so it would be 12? I don't know Roman numerals well enough to see what MC is, to be honest with you, if somebody else knows. In the Chernobog system, to find numerous new options unlocked, you can buy extra skill and attribute points or even new inoculator components. These encounters or events appear when certain game conditions are met. Keep traveling and discover them for yourself. Again, we're trying to play this without looking anything up, so I might miss quite a few of these along the way, but I will try to be mindful and keep checking back for that. Welcome to the star map. You have unlocked the Caligari sector. The star map is where you can navigate through the game world and accept missions. From now on, you'll be able to choose from different types of missions and travel between star systems as well as subsectors here. The numbers next to the locations indicate the difficulty of the missions compared to your... Okay, we've already read through all this stuff. 10. Level 8. Need to go there anyway, so might as well, right? So history, this is a very old and relatively peaceful system, which has been spared the whimsical Caligari warp surges, making it a safe haven in the subsector. However, nowadays it is considered a backwater system with no real significance, and its slow descent into decrepitude is already showing signs of corruption. Very good, sounds like the perfect vacation spot. And it can be on any of these, but I think... Bunker busting, purge, assassination, data hunt, rescue, assassination, frozen wasteland. It seems like it's the hardest out of them. This seems like the most populated based on the lights, unless those are all just fires. I mean, I feel like we just go here first, right? That's level 12, maybe not. 10 and 11. It's pretty chill. Level 7. We'll go to that one first. I know it's kind of less challenging or whatever, but I feel like just for the playthrough sake of doing things in some sort of sensible order might be worth the trade-off here. Alright, so mission briefing. We get gives us an idea what we're gonna get there in terms of reward systems. I don't know what the fate mechanic is. I kinda understand the glory, and system influence is maybe something that affects those random encounters that we were reading about a second ago, I would assume. To support an ongoing Ordo investigation, infiltrate the target site and harvest data through the Cogitator network. Enemy countermeasures are to be expected at all points of entry until the X load is complete. Orders: infiltrate and harvest data. Warning: enemies within this mission may leave highly toxic areas upon being killed, along with having increased health and physical damage. Oh, that's not buffs for me, that is buffs for them. Got it.
Electrospectral scanning revealed multiple entry nodes to the mnemonic network. Locate cogitator stations to gain access. May the Omnisire guide your hand.
You gotta remember not to run through the poop on the ground, huh? The Noxic Nurgle clouds, or whatever you want to call it, poison on the ground. Looks like we have to collect some data. The bosses are probably the skulls underneath those points. Oh wait, ooh, one sec. Plan, I got some credits, that thing's chasing me. Man, whatever this weapon is that gave me this like force staff or whatever, the two-handed one, this thing is so crazy now. Just the stuff that's like floating around me, I feel like it's very unfair advantage. It's not like a good, not too bad, right? Purple Force Sword is crazy. Is that a buff or something? I don't know what's going on. Pick up this stuff, pick up that stuff, kill this guy. Cool. Maybe I should have ran down there. That's so unfair. Like, you can just run through the stuff. It's crazy. Purple implant. I feel like that's probably good, right? Yeah. Yeah, something's on me. I feel like it's telling me to go this way. Later after the cogitator.
Point again.
I must have to protect this for a minute. This one or something.
Binaric extraction complete. The harvested data is secure. Injecting purge protocols to compromised node. Locate next station.
Still don't know how to. Okay, I got it. I figured it out. I got some math on the ground. Alright, so this is getting more interesting. Definitely getting harder now that we're out of the tutorial and stuff. I feel like I don't step on those because those are traps. Okay, I got the refill for the health.
Witness the glory of the Emperor. Let's see what
Interactive.
Point to them. Binaric extraction complete. The harvested data is secure. Injecting purge protocols to compromised node. Locate next station.
Feels like it's finally auto game, which is cool because I think it can interact with everything else around and walk super close to it. Scared. I'm actually allowed to like swap my weapon. Okay, here we go.
war will eat me alive.
Like weak to physical damage, it seemed, or something. Hard to tell. Shouldn't have stepped over that. Demons.
The price I pay for power.
So much damage coming up. I'm kidding. I'm stuck. I'm stuck inside of it. No, 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 no. Oh. It slowed me down inside of it. I gotta watch to not get suppressed and get trapped in a little triangle. Do I like lose anything when I get killed, or? Just don't need any of these.
Imperial reconnaissance forces located. Potentially useful assets, but their current situation is terminal. Immediate action required.
Good guys.
Reconnaissance force relieved. Send basic. Follow and protect order to the survivors.
Ready to fight.
Want the credits, man.
Die, heretic! So be it.
I can tell that the game. Oh, that sucks. I can tell that the gameplay is going to be really fast, which is nice. Looking forward to that. Thought that was maybe the only drawback was that gameplay was kind of slow moving. Wish I could just get over there to get my gear, man. Chill. All right, there we go. Pick that up. Oh, looks like I need to do something over here.
I would rather have my
Point of entry.
Keep forgetting to use the shift modifier.
charge!
A lot of stuff to dodge.
Witness my power!
Transfer complete. Initiating noospheric data entombment. Mission is a success. End of log.
Die, heretic!
Okay, still. The dreadnought. Oh my god. I think we made it. Is that everything? Mission complete? Chests or anything? Wasn't there a chest somewhere? Does anyone else remember seeing a chest laying on the ground? Nothing this way, huh? It's not a real path, okay. Pick this up. Good stuff, bad stuff. I feel like I'm lacking core critical information. We did that. Those aren't chests. Oh, good there. Force point. Stun grenades. Got a heroic deed completed. Kill 250 enemies in medium range with a ranged weapon. Got 20 fate. Okay. We don't really care about that. Let's upgrade the character first. Copper damage bonus, symbiosis, knit flesh. Honestly, I think we might go with like health or defense now. Plus 20 damage reduction from armor seems pretty good. 100% dodge for 4 swords. 20% of damage reduction is added to dodge. That seems extremely overpowered, along with the energy shield efficiency. Tons of heat resistance for later in the game. And reanimator glands. Negative 80% to any incoming damage that would be lethal. And if the player survives, plus 200 HP regen per second. And that's insane. I feel like we're not going to use cover enough. That warp resistance stuff is pretty cool looking. And realistically, you would think we would go this because 100% dodge from Force Swords. But I feel like the heat resistance thing is... I feel like this is the path, man. This is it. This is the path. Base health. This probably wouldn't hurt to have a couple of, huh? Before I do this, is there a way I can see what my base health is? Somewhere hit points 3,419. So 150 doesn't seem like a lot. I feel like this is a good route. I feel like this is a good route. I feel like this is an incredibly strong route. %25 damage bonus to psychic powers for 10 seconds when warp heat rises to a higher status. Like unhinged, maybe, is what that's alluding to in some of the other perk trees. There wouldn't be a point in which I would want to hold on to points, right? Cooldown reduction. +3 inoculators. Oh, man. Is the health the most important part here? We're getting 300 health, 20 HP regen, and below 50%. That refreshes our health pot cooldown. %, max HP. And max suppression. That feels really strong. Man, this is a tough one. I think we just send it, man. I think we just had to get good and send it. Got a little bit more time left. We're gonna go for like another half hour or so, and then I'm going to finish prepping for raid over in WoW Anniversary Classic. We're doing AQ40. I'm gonna be playing probably mostly Cat, I think, this time around instead of doing tanking and stuff. I might tank on a boss or two though, but do one more map real quick. We should still be in that one sector, or no? Okay, start that. I didn't even read any of the stuff that was going on with that one. We're still chasing after Metrodora Thelema. Trying to get some surgery done for Space Marine we found who was injured. You might have more information about the martyr.
Inquisitor, according to the coordinates you found, this area is one of the potential locations where your Magos Biologus could be. And it seems you've also got company.
The war will eat me alive.
Oh, I didn't sell any of my stuff or upgrade anything. Fly through this. Four step and 200 credits. I had to run back for that one. We got going on here. Stuff. Shot. What is? Oh, let's see. You're still alive. Do I have to click on things to pick them up, or is it just? No. Always got to be watchful for those things. Those things are very strong. A lot of warp stuff going on too. I wonder if that's that purple on the edge of the screen is almost as a vignette. Looks like there's a chest here. I might have to fight these people in order to get it. That's it. Seemed very hard. Swap out the 4 stuff. Mechanism. Going this way.
Inquisitor, we have received a distress call from a rogue trader in orbit. His transport crew on the ground was attacked by hostiles while moving important supply rates to the local administratum cloisters. They humbly ask you to secure the cargo before the cultists return for the goods.
No. It's like right on top of me. How do I get out of that? I feel like once you're in that, you get so trapped. This is just like a mad dash.
Captain, Metrodora Thelema is definitely not here.
That's quite unfortunate, Inquisitor.
At least I've eliminated the local threat. So this whole journey hasn't been a complete waste of my time.
We have 2 other sets of coordinates. Maybe you'll find her on the next world.
I didn't get anything from that, but whatever. Actually, hello. Hi, Sabrina Simmet. How you doing? Thank you for the follow. I sincerely appreciate it. I'm doing very well. I'm playing a game I've never played before. This is Warhammer 40k, Inquisitor Martyr. Doing a Psyker playthrough. Goat, tortoise, white horns. I can't see what that's supposed to be, or if you're just typing that out, Josh. You're doing good? Glad to hear it. Yeah, I'm having a pretty good night so far. I only have like another 20 minutes on this before I am going to take a short break, and then I'm doing the AQ40 raid over in Classic Anniversary WoW. Get an extra component slot on new inoculators, extra Psyker rune slot, 2 passive skill points, and Aether Blade. That's pretty big. We're going to go into this defense thing. I think we're just going to keep sending it upwards. Invulnerability upon... I've never entered Unhinged. I think we're just going to keep building heat resistance until we get to Reanimator Glands. That seems like a very OP skill perk. In terms of inventory and stuff... So 12, 14, that's probably better. Inherently, that's better than that. Damage bonus. Chance to shock on burning skill hit. Damage for bonus combos. On our 4 staff, that just seems pretty strong. And it has experience on it. That might be the one time I'm trading out for an experience. On set 2, we can use... It's actually not better. Doesn't seem like. 80 suppression. Champion only enemies have a 15% to drop supply charge. This is regen, but I'd never take cover, so... Stream's going pretty well. I'm enjoying the game a lot. Again, I've never played it before, but I love the art in it. I love the 40k universe, so I've been meaning to get around to this. I actually didn't know it existed until somewhat recently. A friend recommended it. It's an ARPG. It plays kind of like Diablo does, or like Albion Online or Path of Exile and stuff like that. Other games that I've played that are ARPG titles. Basically the same kind of like loot system. Yeah, I normally play... I mean, Warhammer 40k stuff is going to be probably a solid half of my content, and then the other half is divvied up between other fantasy RPG stuff. I run a guild over in World of Warcraft, so that's a good time sink. Typically, I'm streaming my raids each week, and then a couple of grind sessions when I'm just talking about future stuff regarding model updates, regarding stream scheduling, regarding collabs, regarding upcoming game talk, or, you know, stuff like that. And then a small percentage, probably like 5 to 10%, is horror gameplay. I've only recently started playing horror games, but I've been meaning to get into that. I just never really... I wouldn't play them on my own, but I'll play them on stream, I guess. If that makes any sense. About yourself, what do you normally play? Let's see. Do we have an armor upgrade yet? Doesn't seem like it. Bonus loot. Let's say that's better, right? Are we doing? Yeah, we don't have poison. Do we have an upgrade for the eye implant yet? Or nah? -1 degree spread. So what? My spread is like a 45-degree angle of view. I would assume that means. They don't really explain a ton of the stuff in here. I feel like you're really supposed to read up on this game before you play it, like I am. Bonus when there's no damage for an enemy within 5 meters. HP on crit, but we don't have a high enough crit chance for that to really make a ton of sense. So that force field thing, I don't think I like the force field. I will be real with you. This might be better. This might be better. I feel like it's kind of still the same thing. But might as well test it out while we're in this stage of things. I don't discard this because it's part of set 2, or no? No, it automatically changes when you change the things. Well, whatever. We're gonna go ahead and start selling. Da 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 da. So earlier in the game, if we do make a mistake and just slang something that we weren't intending to, doesn't really matter. I feel like. It might be worth looking at some of this stuff though, right? Like. Not really any upgrades, but the armor. Range damage bonus. That actually might be good. But it's such a minimal, it doesn't matter. We're chilling. 102 HP. Huh? Maybe that's slightly better. It doesn't really matter, does it? What are these? Awards 1 skill tree reset point. Okay, so 50% damage bonus for the next mission. Oh, we buy these things, we buff ourselves like crazy so that we can get more rewards from more complex mission debuffs. That's what they were talking about with that roll system for each level. Okay. I mean, do we just run one more real quick? What time are we looking at? 10:40. Yeah, I think we run one more just real quick. Then I'm gonna take a short break. Prep for raid. It should just automatically take. Yeah, okay. Infested Archipelago. I followed the coordinates to one of the possible locations where Metrodora Thelema could be pursuing her research on the source of the epidemic that devastated the St. Abelard Monastery. The area is teeming with hostiles, but our sensors indicate that the presence of a small Imperial settlement in the wilderness. I'm going to enter the zone and locate the Magos biologists. I should have probably read what the debuffs were, but whatever.
Inquisitor, this is the second location where your Magos biologus could be. Unfortunately, the area is swarming with hostiles.
Popping up behind me. Pick that up. I still don't know if I'm supposed to be picking those up when they just pop up on the ground. Is it something that drops in the spawn chance and I'm just a dingus, or... Oh, that's a trap. Just here. like more stuff or no?
So be it then.
I feel like that's a buff, right? What does my charge do? Enhances 30% crit chance? That's crazy. It's a crazy amount.
If I can't silence the alarm, I'll face some serious resistance.
Do it. Seems like it.
Inquisitor, we have noticed some strange organic outgrowths that generate intense warp activity.
These pustules are the creation of Nerva. Some of his demons are able to access the real through these
Let me
hives.
move. Let me move.
I shall destroy all of them.
Almost there, Inquisitor. There is one ugly boil left in the area.
Not an ugly boil. Is it all gonna blow up? Like, what is happening? Get out of here, bro. I hate these things, these little triangles. Okay, maybe I don't go this way. Thank you very much, Sabrina. I appreciate that. I made it myself in Vroid Studio and Unity, and a little touch of Blender. It has an expression pack stuff, but I'm having trouble using XR Animator and VC Face in unison with each other for full mocap, like V9 offers. And then when I use V9, I can't use my expression pack because of the blend shape issues on the node cloud. I don't know if you have any idea what I'm talking about at all, or if you work in this with this stuff, but I'm having a lot of trouble trying to import my expression pack that I made. So I'm stuck with just the typical stuff right now. Model I made, and then standard expressions. Even reduced a little bit, actually. Keep dodging this. That thing messes me up when I get hit by it. Oop, oop, oop. You want to upgrade you 2D to 3D? It not cost you much? Oh, you're trying to sell me something. I see. No, I made it myself. I'm pretty okay at not needing anything for that, but I appreciate you and I respect the hustle. I hope you have good luck on your search for potential customers. This actually is already a 3D model, by the way.
I will rip your mind into shreds.
Need to interact with it. Okay. Just nonsense.
Recoil, unclean. The price I pay for power.
See that sucks when you get stuck in it because it just keeps hurting you, and it can follow you. Like, it'll just track you down. Get stuck in whatever that little thing is. Trap or whatever. Oh, I just got hit for so much. Get out of here. What's that? That guy was pumping his powers up. Overwhelmed. So wait a second. That's not dead yet.
I have destroyed the other pustule of Nurgle. No more sick protrusions into our world in this area.
There's a lot of really cool features of this game. Like, I love the cover, the system. Oh, I like that. It's way easier than I expected it to be. I like the loot system. I like the custom build stuff. Like, you can kind of blend between the various the various classes and specs. And it's a good interface system for that. There's a ton of information available on how to make really, really cool custom builds, but I haven't looked at it. It's regarded as one of the most intricate and rewarding ARPGs, along with Path of Exile. But it's a lot more forgiving, obviously, because Path of Exile, you break your character with one off skill point that's not accorded to the meta in the late game. Similar things happen with, like, Diablo.
The Maker's biologist is not here. I have a lost...
I'm really...
Get this chest, right? Okay. Okay, we got Psi Focus. Just gonna keep building up all the way up to Reanimator Glands. That's gonna be probably the best reward for that. Psychic Powers. We unlock these, so we can. That's Endurance. More base damage, sure. Bio Lightning. Gained his shield charge. Gained his HP. Cooldown reduction, I think, is the next best for that. Increased powers effectiveness. Like, base damage is good. Movement speed is probably best. Right. I wonder if that stacks. Does that just all stack? Because if so, then that's crazy. Warp speed. That's 90 seconds. I feel like maybe not having to swap back and forth between them as much would be the better option here. Inventory, do we get any sweet upgrades? Stun mine, reflect chance, max energy shield. Yeah, but that digital weapons thing is crazy. Grid. Channeled skills. I don't really use any channeled skills. Physical damage bonus doesn't help me. It's just some stuff. Inoculator effect duration. I don't know what 1 resilience does, but I feel like it's a small improvement at the very least. Okay, go saw this. I like the build so far. I do like the on the map effects and stuff too, except for that one triangle one that always hunts you down and gets you stuck in it. That one's kind of obnoxious, but it does make it more interesting. It's almost like one of those late game nightmare dungeon effects, like an affix from World of Warcraft and stuff. Like, I think that that's a cool feature. Pretty early in the game to be doing that kind of stuff, but I feel like it's not giving me a ton of trouble. It makes me avoid something more, makes the game more challenging, so I can respect that, and I think it'll be cool the more that they add to keep you, you know, fighting to survive throughout also interacting with enemy targets and trying to support your own forces throughout the maps, levels and stuff. So that'll be cool. I guess we're pretty much past the tutorial part. I still have a lot of questions. 2 points away from that, which I think is just going to make us super OP. We went exploit weakness, allows the use of critical hit chance, psychic mastery, suppression damage bonus, HP gain on hit, allows the use of deny warp. I have no idea what that is. Warp resistance, like maybe that just helps me. Speed boost, yeah. Damage boost. Energy shield gain on hit. Is this just stuff that I was attaching to my weapons? Is that kind of tracks if that's the case? That's those little perk things that I was throwing onto my abilities, huh? Again, we've never entered the unhinged state. Energy shield efficiency might be cool. Damage reduction added to dodge. I don't know. I feel like we just go straight up to that, and maybe that. Like, what do we have? Damage reduction. Like how do we? Just says 16%. So 20% of 16% added to 2% would be 5% dodge with the added 2. So 3 plus 2, 5% dodge, right? Pretty sure the math is right there. Like range damage is our main source of incoming damage as well. Warp heat just doesn't seem like something I have to worry about yet. I unlock a second perk slot at level 15. Oh, I can change this. I feel like I have 3 buffs rolling though, so it's like 66% damage bonus, but no critical hits. It's a 4% chance. 40%, right? 10% damage buff. Bonus for every buff. Maybe warp anomalies are those things that are dropping, those orbs, those spheres on the ground that glow, that I'm... 3 plus 2 equals 5, correct? No, I was just trying to see if I could figure out 20% of 16 plus 2%. I dumbed it down at the end there. It's the grinder, dude. Grinder is better, inherently. I have, at max, 4 buffs rolling, and I think only 3 of them are psychic buffs, so this is more than double. And I'm losing 4% crit, because no crits, but 4% crit is nothing anyway. I can't even get over to the morality. That does. Still, yeah, get any of that, maybe there's no point in using storage. Psychic powers, I don't interact with that person, I don't even know what that is. Co-op is multiplayer, which I have no friends, it doesn't matter. That's everything. Alright, cool. Well, thank you very, very much, everybody, for tuning in. I am going to take a short break, and then I'm going to be streaming again. Don't know if it will be here on Kick, because raid, but we'll see. We'll see what's going on with that in just a minute. I'll post on X or something if I decide to switch it up. But I guess until then, expect Kick and YouTube for the next one, and that's in about an hour. I'll probably go live with it. A little bit of prep time and stuff. Thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate your support. Thank you for the follows, and I hope everyone has a wonderful night. If I don't see you in my next